Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly, and I've got a very good one for you today. I'm on Balboa Island in Newport Beach, and we're going to talk about how the economy is completely out of control and how Christmas is basically canceled this year. So we're going to walk through the island, going to see some of the sights. The sun's starting to come out. It's a beautiful day. Before I get into it, please take a second to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this with all your friends and colleagues, and don't forget to join the email list that is below as I navigate traffic here. Let's get into it. This place is great. This is a man-made island that was made about 90 years ago, but you've got a bridge that even separates two parts of the island. This is Grand Canal that I'm walking across right here. Houses go out there. That goes out onto Newport Harbor out there. And you've seen me walk on the Balboa Peninsula and all that stuff in the past. Anyways, gas prices completely out of control. There's a place in Northern California, Gorda, California, that has got gasoline prices that are $7.59 a gallon here in California. Now, small town, only gas station. They're selling premium at $8.50. But in San Diego this week, routinely I was seeing $5 gas for everything. So $5 is not, unheard of for gas right now. And again, it's gone up, $1.50 in the last year. It's absolutely outrageous. The other thing is the cargo ships. We just hit a milestone where there's 110 cargo ships off the coast of California right now. Numbers getting bigger, guys. And there's a magazine, Freight Lines magazine, which I only read for the centerfold. But that was talking about how there's $26 billion worth of cargo out there. Now, I've heard stories of 40 billion. I've heard even as high as 50 billion. And what's it worth on a retail level? And what's out there, guys, that's not getting delivered? So you have all this cargo that's just sitting there off of the coast of California that is not getting delivered. That's just California. You've got Alaska, you've got ports in Northern California and around the country that are just completely backed up still. So, it's a real problem. And again, it goes to the Christmas shopping. This Christmas, so many people have talked about how they're going to spend less money on Christmas this year. And, Christmas, I love the holidays, okay? And I'm one of these people that believes family is what you make of it and the people that are in your life. So, with my business, it was kind of a lull before the storm. Having a January conference is always great because you have Thanksgiving. And then Thanksgiving is when things officially slow down. We'll get some speakers lined up in early December, but pretty much things are slowing down at that point. And then you have Christmas, and then you get ready for New Year's, and then, all heck breaks loose on January 2nd when everybody gets the wonderful idea to attend Dan's conference, and it just is pandemonium. So it's always been a nice break. The weather is like this, where it's just overcast, and it's not cold. It's not like anything. They're talking about rain this week. And again, okay, it's no big deal. It's just not cold as we're walking out, and I'm walking on, a beach. So that being said, the holidays have always been great. But this year, as far as the shopping, as far as the retailers, the independents that I'm talking to, everybody has told me they are just concerned how bleak this is going to be this year. Oh, this house is vacant. Look at this. Look at this cool house here. Okay. I'll look it up. Corner of Park and Jade. Look it up on Zillow and Newport Beach. God knows how much that would be. But that's just stunning. But also, this end of the island, you have privacy. No one's driving here unless they live here. The big problem are those jets that you hear above me right now. The Orange County Airport's there. I don't care if the house is $10 million. it is bleak because you get to listen to those jets every 18 minutes. Now what's nice about this side of the island is you've got the public docks that you can pull up to if you have a boat, and tide's out, pull up on the sand, and then you've got these beautiful homes that sit there. But here's an unbelievable story, and that is they're saying that the average family will spend $1,463 on Christmas. Seems like a lot of money to me, okay? Wealthy people are going to spend almost double that. They're going to spend almost $2,700 on Christmas this year because they've got the money. Now here's the most staggering part about this in this survey from Deloitte, the accounting firm. They are talking about almost 12.5% of people saying they're not having Christmas. They're not gonna spend $1 on Christmas this year. Now, what's crazy about that, I thought, that seems kind of high. Well, last year it was 4.5% of the average person said that they're not gonna spend money. Now, various reasons on why people don't spend money on Christmas. You know, maybe they're by themselves, you know, maybe they don't celebrate Christmas, maybe they don't have any cash. But when you hear that it's at 12.5%, that's a huge number, guys. And you know what's cool is some of these houses, look at these. I mean, this place has got a yard out in front. I mean, this is just absolutely amazing down on this side of the island. And oil spill is basically cleaned up right now. They're doing some basic cleanups, but the bay is basically open right now. You guys have seen me a ton of times go up on that hill up there to Corona del Mar and look down, and that's the jetty that's out there. But this is just a big island, and it's great. It's got shopping, it's got restaurants and bars and, you know, expensive Italian food, just cool stuff. But as far as the holidays, as far as spending, you know, the best gifts are the thoughtful gifts. People, you know, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Everybody loves a good gift, okay? Let's not deny that. But it's always something that somebody took some time to think, oh, I picked this up for you because of X. Those are the best gifts. And I've really tried to do that lately with everybody, for birthdays and for, you know, holidays and for everything else. But as you look into the economy right now, I mean, this stuff is tragic, what's going on right now. Halloween, I guess it's going to be back to normal next weekend. And with that being said, let's hope so, you know. Here in California, one thing that pops up all over the place is we have different Halloween shops that basically they rent vacant office space, short-term leases, 45, 60 days, things like that, and then take these places over and load it with merchandise. And you know, I was in one today just to see how busy it was because my daughter had sent it to me, and it was pretty packed, okay? So that being said, you know, one thing we talk about a lot on this channel is how to make money, doing something different, being creative. And, you know, again, emails, everything sent to me, you know, from videos and newspaper articles, a little bit of everything. And just nice place to sit, nice place to hang out. We're gonna have a seat on this bench. I was sent information about a business where they had a haunted car wash, and I thought, oh, that's pretty innovative. Wonder how they do that. Well, lucky me, it was literally up the street from me. So this haunted car wash, okay, I sent it to my daughter because she goes to all the haunted houses and films that stuff and does all this stuff. This haunted house, I really got to give this family credit because they took a car wash that they run during the day, and then at night they converted it to a haunted car wash. And I'm going to show you some clips from it. But this thing was an absolute home run. And, you know, I live in Orange County. This place was in Anaheim, which was just up the street, probably 10, 12 miles from where I live. And we went up there, and they charge you per the car. And with the, you know, with everything, the buying the ticket, the service fee, all that stuff. It was $38.77, and this thing was absolutely worth every cent. The thing that I was amazed at is that this guy had hundreds of people there on a weeknight, lined up. We had a set time that we had to drive in between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, and we were trying to estimate how many cars were there. Conservatively, 300-400. This guy's making $10,000 a night doing a haunted car wash. Now, the car wash is not open at night, guys. Nobody's washing their car, nobody's wiping them down, nobody's waxing, nobody's doing anything at night. So this guy came up with this brilliant idea. They have people dressed up, probably family members and friends. And again, what's he paying them? $100 a day? They're working from 5 until 9 o'clock. They're scaring the crap out of people, jumping out. And again, the video is awesome, but this is absolutely incredible that this guy did this. Now, what can you do differently to make money? Because I guarantee you, with guys like me talking about it, TikTok and everybody else talking about it, 300 cars will turn into 400, 500. If you miss your spot, like your window, and you go to slide your card, you're out of luck. So be on time. And the line was insane. And we had between 7:30 and 8, we got there on time, but hundreds of people there at $38 a piece. So bravo to this guy for thinking about this. And what can you do to make money? What can you do for Thanksgiving? What can you do for Christmas? What can you do that people would line up for? Now, here's the thing. We were talking about this. You could do this with Santa. You could have the Santa drive through and the kids could see Santa, before Christmas. And again, hundreds of people would do it. I think people like to get scared, so that's clearly an absolute winner. So share your thoughts on this, guys. Is there anything that you've thought of? By the way, look at this house here where they took 3 lots and they're building this whole house with all these docks. And then you get to own you get your private dock that goes out to the water, and they're building this thing, you can hear the guys working there. Absolutely crazy. But what can you do? What can you sell in your business that separates it and differentiates it? I'm constantly looking at things like this for people. And this one was an absolute home run because it was absolute dead space at night that this guy turned into an absolute cash cow. Now, a few statistics and some worldwide stuff. More people do not have savings right now than in the last 2 years. People were getting all their stimulus, they were saving the money. Now credit card debt is absolutely catapulting and going to some of the highest levels by the poorest people in the country. So savings are running out, there's no stimulus, there's no programs to get money for these people, and they're out of dough, and they're using the credit cards to live. Now, the rich people, 65% of the cash is owned by 10% of all the Americans that are wealthy. So again, we're seeing the poorest people hurting the most and borrowing on their credit cards, not for purchases, but to survive, buy food, electricity, things like that. Now, Brazil has got a major problem because Brazil is talking about having more stimulus programs right now to keep their economy going because the markets are just absolutely plunging in Brazil. The next thing is the Bank of England. We talked about the Bank of England, how they talked about raising interest rates. They're going to raise interest rates 0.25%, no later than the first quarter of 2022. But Andrew Bailey, a name from the past, this guy has talked about having to do it sooner rather than later. So again, we're thinking about it. We're gonna do it. They're gonna be the first ones to do it. They are gonna do it. So all this talk about not raising interest rates here, they're gonna raise interest rates, guys. It's gonna have to happen. And I get people that fire off all this stuff about servicing the debt and how bad it is. But again, the destroyed economy and how we just have nothing, there's no business right now that is thriving right now. There's certain things. Now, cardboard, there's a huge cardboard shortage right now. which I said, you know, look to my daughter, look to my girlfriend, and some of my neighbors that get their Amazon packages. Geez, they could solve that problem in an hour, okay? But that being said, you know, the cardboard companies are talking about huge shortages. Again, guys, how many times have you ordered something from Amazon or whatever, and they ship it in this huge box, and then you open it up, and there's another box inside, another packaging, and all this wasteful stuff for, you know, software or something simple, and they could save money on that. But now there's a cardboard shortage. There's a shortage of everything right now, guys. This side of the island's very cool because there's no commerce over here. There's no businesses or anything like that. It's just beautiful houses with rich people. So it's nice to walk over here every now and then before they kick me out. Okay? So share your thoughts on all this stuff. Again, this is tragic because there are no stimulus programs. You know, I have people that write me all the time and, Dan, tell me about the fourth stimulus check. There is no fourth stimulus check. It's not there. Someone wrote me yesterday about getting a grant. This channel was built on getting grants for business and for individuals. I've had so many people get grants and different programs from this channel. The record is one woman got 4 grants for her business, and I've had a lot of 3s. Dozens and dozens of people get 3s, but one person got 4. So that being said, if you need money for your business, a grant is a great way to get money because you do not have to pay it back. It's free money. And look at the industry that you're in, look at the area that you're in. You have less health crisis grants right now. A lot of that money's been disseminated, but there are programs out there for everybody and for individuals. If you are an individual and you need money, you know, look at what you need money for, whether it's something as simple as paying your phone bill, your utilities. There are programs out there where you can get this. Search from Google within the city and county that you're in and search, you know, utility grants in blank county. Start there, okay? Also, you know, when it comes to getting money for your business, have a grant package put together for your company. This is something that I recommend everybody do. You do not need to hire a grant writer to get most of these grants. These grant programs are set up to where you can basically fill out an application and get an answer from the municipality, the city, the county, the state, whatever it is, okay? There's national programs. I'll share a bunch more with you guys in the coming weeks. But have a grant package put together. Have a 3-sentence summary for your company. Have all the financial information, bank statements, things like that put together. Think about it. You wouldn't go out on a date and not be prepared. Why would you go to the bank or why would you go get a grant if you weren't prepared for this? Just put an hour into your grant package and it'll be ready. And the most efficient companies and the ones that get these grants are the people that put all this stuff together and do it over and over again. And you can get this money. You know, I through my conferences, I've seen people raise money through venture capital and through angel investors and things like that. And I have seen people start their businesses with these grant programs. And the ones that are successful are the ones that put together the package. And again, if you were going to go meet an investor, you would have a package put together so you could explain exactly what your company does and be prepared to present everything, the technology, what you do, how you separate yourself from the industry, how you're going to make money, what their role is going to be and how much they're going to make percentage-wise or how you're going to pay them back, all that stuff. But put this together in advance. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Apply. Yes, you're going to hear no over and over again, just like dating. Not everybody's going to like you. And grow up and accept no for an answer and move on, okay? Same thing with trying to raise money for your company. It is estimated that $10 billion will be spent this Halloween, up from previous years. People are pent up and they're out spending money. Number one thing is costumes, candy, food, pumpkins is on the list too, people buying that stuff. Just amazed that it's that high of a figure. So again, like the car wash, what can you spend money on for the holiday season, for the Halloween season, that is. Now, another story that was sent to me was Ferrara Candy Company makes candy corn, which I've never liked, and I just, oh, candy corn. Anyways, used to put it in my teeth and have candy corn teeth. Anyways, candy corn, they were hacked, and they're saying that their production is going to be off at least 10%, and there will be shortages for Halloween. I just think people don't like candy corn anymore. So when we went out and we went trick-or-treating, you'd get candy, you'd get certain things that didn't, that you didn't like as much. Like the Smarties, and I like the Smarties, they're not that good. Smarties were one, candy corn never did it for me, okay? And anyways, I mean, my mom was one of those moms that, like, if you had loose candy, like somebody threw a handful of candy corn in my bag, pass. That made it to the trash right away. So, that being said, is there ever any candy that you guys just find to be completely disgusting? And Smarties, what else was there that just was horrific? Smarties were always bad, but we did the same thing everybody else did, where you'd go to the rich people that were giving out the full Snickers bars and stuff like that, and go up there as many times as we could, back and forth. But share your thoughts on this stuff. We got the unemployment numbers for last week for first-time unemployment claims that were filed. Basically, it was 290,000 people filed first-time unemployment claims. And again, another 300,000 people filing unemployment claims, and we're not supposed to, be upset about this. And again, it's horrific, it continues. But we also got retail sales numbers, and they were trying to say, isn't it great that retail sales were up 0.9%? Well, no, it's awful, okay? Prices are rising also, so they're adding that into this whole mix. But the other thing is Canada. Look at Canada. Canada's retail sales were up in August, but down in September. Okay, look at the UK. Retail sales down in the UK. Now, retail sales, when they interviewed all these people in the UK, found this fascinating in the articles below, and that is that they're saying that they're not going to shop at stores, going to shun the stores. So retail is dead in a lot of different places. And you look at these different markets, people are just not shopping out like they used to. So you're seeing these numbers drop, and again, this is the time of the year that spending should be up right now. People go back to school, holidays, everything. So things are dropping right now. Now, leads to another thing, and that is a very iconic Target store in San Francisco is closing. And again, not because of lack of sales, but because it is the theft capital of the Target stores. Think about this, okay? Because this, I couldn't even believe this. They lose between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. at this Target store. They lose $25,000 a day in merchandise. 25 grand. $25,000 a day in these criminals walking in there and stealing from this Target store. So again, they're closing. Goodbye, no more Target. It's on Market Street. I've shopped at that Target. Oh God, I need another shirt, need another sweater up there for business. We've been there, okay? Well, it's done. They're closing it because of the degenerate festival that is San Francisco right now. So again, more shopping, more shoplifting than shopping. How about that? $25,000 a day between 9 and 6 o'clock. They shut the hours and curtailed the hours because of all the crime. So awesome. Just completely unbelievable when you hear things like this. Share your thoughts on all this stuff. We talked about Chicago. People are writing me, oh, it's not that bad, or they're telling me it's horrific. But share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I really want to know what you think. These public docks are nice. They're open, certain streets, they're marked. You can go out, you can fish, you can launch a boat, you can do things like that. The rest of these are private. Most of them, you get a few that are like this. But it's very cool that you can come out here and just sit here and hang out for the day. There are so many exciting things happening to the channel, and so many things I cannot wait to announce to you guys. In the coming weeks, you're gonna see a bunch of cool stuff that will be announced. We're gonna try to announce it as much as possible together, but you're gonna see some cool things come out beyond the channel, and for those of you that know my background in the entertainment industry, it's a lot of cool stuff that's going to happen. So I'm just so dying to tell you guys this stuff, because it's going to absolutely be amazing, and it's going to be something that people are going to be able to be involved in. There's going to be a bunch of cool stuff with that. Now, final story is Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat is one of those fake protein, plant-based meats that I just don't understand it, guys. You know, I've never eaten a veggie burger with beans, grains, quinoa, rice, and hay, or whatever's in it, and said, oh my God, this tastes just like meat. It doesn't. It tastes like a veggie burger when I don't want to have the meat at that particular point. So Beyond Meat, they're having a really bad quarter. Their sales were anticipated to be as high as $140 million this quarter. It's down to just over $100 million this quarter, which is still a ton of money. I get that, but it's $40 million off of where they were anticipated to be at. Now, that being said, a lot of the problems are with their partners. The partners, which are fast food restaurants, okay? Here we have a place called Del Taco. They used to have turkey tacos, which were fantastic, but they had all this less, you know, they were 25% less fat than ground beef. So you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna eat the turkey taco. It's gonna be really healthy for me. So that being said, they switched it to Beyond and Impossible, whatever it is, and it tastes horrible. I've never had one of these things taste good. I've had people make them for me. I've made it myself. I've tried it in restaurants. You know, again, you know, what's the point of being vegan if you have a meat substitute? I get that you don't eat meat. I don't get the cruelty issues and all that stuff. I understand all that stuff, but why have, you know, fake chicken nuggets? I don't get it. I don't get why you have that. Why don't you eat something else? I've gone to vegan restaurants where they don't have meat things to it, but then you get the meat substitutes that just, to me, they just don't taste right. So share your thoughts on this stuff. Do you guys love this stuff? Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That is the fun zone that I filmed at about a month ago. Subscribe, like it. Don't forget to join the email list. If you guys want to do the Webull promotion, you can sign up for Webull and get a free Webull account, and they will give you a free stock, and you can buy Shibu or Bitcoin or anything like that you want, or stocks or whatever, but they'll give you a free stock if you set up the account, and that's definitely going to end this week. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon. Good luck to everybody.